Victor Osimhen, Mo Salah, Ashraf Hakimi headlined the 2025 African Awards when it comes to football in Africa. And we've still got 5 teams maintaining perfection in the UEFA Champions League: Arsenal, PSG, Inter Milan, Bayern, and Real Madrid. This weekend, I just mentioned Real Madrid. It will be time for El Gran Clasico, where Real Madrid will take on Barcelona. Which of these two teams will gain bragging rights ahead of, the mid-season time? We'll surely tell. Welcome to Premium Sport right here on BBO TV. Amazing Kingsley here with you all, and I've got the guys right here in the building. We'll do a short break, and then when I come back, we'll get into it real quick. We have to talk about the CAF Awards and nominations across board. Where have we faltered as a country, Nigeria? Where have our footballers faltered, and where have they really done so well for themselves? That and more will be on your screen after the break. Welcome back. Premium Sport on PBO TV with the amazing Kingsley. I've got Boluwati Tonishola Omoniyi right here, bragging rights, putting on a Real Madrid jersey. Madrid have done 3 out of 3 in the Champions League, top of the La Liga table. They played the ELCLASICO this weekend. Why won't Bolu be on a Madrid jersey? This white jersey has no stains. Bolu, you look so excited.
I hope the white jersey won't turn to blue by the end of the El Clasico. But if there's a chance for Real Madrid to win against Barcelona, I think this is the chance. Everyone has shown how to score against them. But I believe everyone knows how to beat them. The question is, can you do it?
Yeah.
They scored lots of goals. Mbappe scored plenty of goals last season, but they still ended up losing everything. So maybe this is a chance for them to tell everyone that we are building. There's a but in all those conversations, but when we get to the conversion proper, we'll talk about it. So hopefully, they'll break the 4-game losing streak against Barcelona.
All right, the man with the magic prediction, Josh Ike-Okoli. Last week he did 12 over 12. Now, Premium Bank, I don't know how he does that. He keeps on getting 10 over 10, 12 over 12. But his team, makes him feel embarrassed or ashamed. But right now, they've done 2 on the bounce. You know how it sounds for it to be a celebration that a top team is winning 2 games. Like on the bounce. But they beat the defending champions at Anfield. And that's Man U beating Liverpool. Little wonder Josh is on a Manchester United jersey. All smiles, Josh. It's so good to have you here and you're all smiles.
Actually, there one in Juventus jersey, but Como happened. I mean, I gave the match to Madrid because obviously Real Madrid had a better side. But the Como game was disastrous. And then I would have won white. So it would have most likely clashed. But still, at least United did not lose. Harry Maguire is perhaps someone that you can say aspire to Maguire because it's a proper motivational speech written in Maguire's career. Came into United, an expensive flop in quotes, looking at Isak and Verts, who have not done anything and nobody's talking about them. But then Maguire came into United, was handed the captain's armband, was hyped to the moons. He really did well at Leicester actually. But then United was horrible, stripped of his captaincy, demoted on the bench, and now he's become the hero time and time again.
All right, Harry Maguire, that's the man. There's even a setting, I think Peter Schmeichel also, saying that Harry Maguire should, take back the captaincy at Manchester United. That Bruno Fernandes complains a lot, he whines a lot when things don't go United way. That's no conversation for today, maybe for some other time.
Schmeichel said Rasmus Højlund should come back to the club.
Okay, so that'll be conversation for some other time. Guys, very quickly, let's get into it. CAF Awards. But before we do that, so that it's not a disservice to our club sides back in the Nigerian Premier Football League. I don't know what happened to our teams last weekend. Rivers United traveled to Mozambique, lost. Remo Stars welcome Sundowns, but they were beating Black and Blue. And you just look at it, we were thinking that, these 2 teams, maybe we'll give it a push and we'll have maybe 1 team in the group stages. It looks like Rivers United, but they struggle to score. It has been a difficult one for them to get goals, and now they've lost away from home. They have to win 2-0 or 3-1. They win 2-1, they're out. And Remo Stars, I think it's just
Remo
over.
Stars.
For Remo Stars, I'm not. The only shock for me is the Shamboli performance, 5-1 at home. I knew they would lose against Sundowns,
Home and away.
but out the pub, I think they lost their heads at some point in the game. Sundowns could have scored 10 in that match. They were just strolling past them, walking past them. You know, when men are playing against children, that's what it felt like on the day. Terrible defending, everything about Remo Stars was just off on the day. And I started hearing the excuse of how many players in Nigeria end up to 1 million. And leave all those ones. Earnings
I
or
think people
not.
making excuses.
On the field of play, it was a shambolic performance from the champions of the MPFL. But I'm sure, I want to believe they've learned their lesson. Second leg is still going to be a loss. Even though there may not even be a second leg based on the nonsense the South African embassy are doing to the players. They submitted 43 passports, only 26 were returned. Out of the 26, only 12 were players. The rest are, what kind of nonsense? I think CAF needs to step up in the situation. It's not the first time. In fact, the only time there was victory was for Super Eagles, and that's because it's the Super Eagles and it was blown to the air that, oh, but this one, that's only reason CAF stepped up, made this. If not, things like shouldn't be happening. We've seen MPFL clubs go away. They have visa issues. We've seen them go away. They switch off lights in the stadium. We've seen them go away. They bring a band to the hotel. There's players can't. Things like this should stop. That's the easiest excuse for Remo Stars now. They should have traveled on Thursday. There were problems and all. We don't even know what the problem will be. They settled or not. Besides that, I think Remo Stars, even though they're still going to lose.
Yeah, the report here says that they are facing mounting logistical and psychological challenges. Just like you mentioned, 26 of the 43 visa applications were returned in midweek, 12 belonging to players. 1 a.m. the team were to leave Nigeria 1 a.m. Thursday for Pretoria, but the incomplete visa approvals forced the club to cancel its flight, reschedule both travel and accommodation arrangements. Now, according to the report, Remo Stars submitted the visa application as early as the 10th of October in strict adherence to CAF travel guidelines for international club competition. Despite that timely compliance, the delay from the South African authority has thrown their preparation into chaos, raising serious concerns over the readiness for the all-important, second leg. I just think there's really no need to stress
Well, I think that first off, Remo Stars scoring a goal was even miraculous in the first instance. I hope Black Bulls played Enyimba home and away last season, and Enyimba had the better record at home and away. Enyimba also finished ahead of Black Bulls, which also helped Nigeria maintain our 12th position on the league rankings, which means that we'll still maintain our 4 teams on the continent. I hope Rivers United can do the magic against Black Bulls. My hope when I saw these draws were Rivers United and maybe Abia Warriors. I knew it from the time that Remo Stars, they would collect against Sundowns. They would lose to Sundowns. 5-0, 4-0 was expected. It's people who are trying to give excuses for Remo Stars should bow their head in shame and cover it, because Remo Stars cannot beat the South African national team. The Super Eagles have, in fact, the last 3 games with the South African national team all ended 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. The AFCON was penalty shootouts. So the Super Eagles, the elite of footballers that we have in Nigeria, cannot beat the South African national team. And then this is a Sundowns team that has prime South African national team with some players from Brazil, Australia, some other parts of Africa. There's no way Remo Stars, that did not do anything in China, will beat Mamelodi Sundowns anyway, anytime. It just seems wicked with the way Sundowns came to that match, because you came with, it's just pure wickedness. Like, why now? Like, why now?
Before the game they were talking about
okay. They
were talking about the game that we are not buying the underdog for Remo Stars. We are going to come to give our best. I'm like, which best? Even you're okay. Like, you're better than them.
Like the 5-1 was too.
You couldn't have seen Sundowns at the Club World Cup. I think Remo Stars will wipe them.
We know that Remo Stars will lose home and away. Sundowns came with Obiakpo. It was just, we need to beat these people.
Just send a message that we are not meeting.
We need to beat people. They say, Alakli will not do that, because they don't have time. They'll just come and beat you 1-0, 2-0. Then when you come in their house, my hair, at least beat somebody in their house. These people, they will still go to this Pretoria. And the match is earlier. I think it's 2 o'clock.
I think they will end up changing the time of
So
the game.
even if they change the time,
whichever way, we still call it. No, all these surrounding excuses have nothing to do with the outcome. If I was them, we'll probably walk over the game, top 3-0.
No, walking over is you collect some bans,
we collect fines.
Some fines.
The reason they walk over is because we have logistical issues with this. Okay. Just walk over and chop 3-0.
There's actually no need to walk over. Well, the Confederation of African Football have confirmed the rescheduling of Rivers United's CAF Champions League second leg clash against the Black Bulls of Mozambique. But this was initially slated for Sunday, October the 26th. Now they brought it a day forward. It will take place on Saturday, October the 25th at 4 p.m. at the Godswill Aquaview International Stadium. Well, looking
I
at
really
it,
hope Rivers.
why did they have to bring it from Sunday to Saturday?
I think maybe Aqua United will be on Sunday.
Aqua United are not playing in the
They are playing in no be the same stadium.
I don't even started.
Oh, their league is yet to start. They start in I think November.
So I think Rivers probably just want to play mind games as well to maybe stay in those supposed to play.
They play mind games. They're supposed to push and go back to.
No, it's even better. So that you maybe as a team.
Is it not okay then? Now you know the distance between.
They are probably it's 2 hours from Port Harcourt to you.
Why can't they go 2 hours?
They're probably in you already by now. And if they fly, it's probably even less than 30 minutes. So they're probably
hopefully Rivers United will win 2-0.
Yes.
Let's just have one thing.
I
know when they get to the money spinning, they will collect.
Yes. Let them try and get it so they'll get the point.
Yeah, the funny thing is I'm more scared for this round than the group stage. I think they can always make knockout stage. Is that from that knockout?
I don't even think Rivers United can make knockout stage in the Champions League. Maybe in the Confederations Cup.
No, naturally, since the Champions League is still better past us here. In Confed Cup, are still better than us. Most RS Barcani, they are the Sevilla of CAF.
See, I don't even think that Rivers United can make it out of the group stage.
I also think so. I don't care.
They lost to Blackpool. Petro Luanda. Let's leave the North African team. Petro Luanda, SUNDOWN. TP Mazembe did not qualify because they flopped.
And because CAF no guesses, CAF can put them in the same
Horoya of Guinea.
2 teams from Egypt.
Horoya of Guinea.
3 teams from Morocco can be the same group.
Horoya of Guinea. Leopards of Congo. The Ivory Coast teams. ASEC Mimosas. These teams alone. And not let's leave North African teams. These teams in this our side, let's say that are blacks like us, they are better than the MPFL teams. Simba of Tanzania, they are better than the MPFL teams. Orlando Pirates,
Liverpool are better than Man United.
But that's a different ball game. That's a different ball game. Actually,
see, it's just sad that we've gotten to a point where Josh sits here and then calls like 5, 6, 7 teams, not picking North African teams and saying no MPFL team can beat these teams. I don't think we've had it this bad before. Right now, we are just thinking, we'll say, oh, we can't go lower than this, we'll still go lower. We can't go lower, we'll still go lower. Gone are the days where we used to have maybe an aim, but stand up tall and say, oh, we will get to, all of this money spinning stages of the Champions League. We could even go all out to try to win it. If I won it back to back, and they went to do it even at the hostile grounds in North Africa. We don't have such, grit again. We don't have such teams.
Heartland got to final, Canopilas were in semi-final.
We do not have all of that again. It's absolutely sad. Hopefully one day, this there'll be a turnaround. Talking about turnaround, 2 Nigerian players made it to the CAF Awards that maybe you might see turn around for them, their career.
Are you trying to remove Yom FC star?
No, I said 2. I'm not mentioning Osimhen. Osimhen is a big boy.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Stanley Nwabali.
Don't remove Yom
and Daniel Bameyi.
Should they even be there? Especially Daniel Bameyi.
I don't think so.
Should they even be there?
I tried to not think so. We'll get to that. Let me just run through, the short list, and then we'll pick our top 3 from this. For the men, we don't have last year's win Ademola Lookman. It's not there. It's sad. Ademola Lookman is not there. He's had a terrible, season. So let me start from the men. CAF Awards. We have 10 players right here. Andre Frank, Zambo Anguissa, Napoli and Cameroon. There's a Dennis Bouanga. We play against him in the playoffs for Los Angeles and FC and Gabon. Segu Gurasi, Borussia Dortmund, Guinea. Achraf Hakimi, PSG, Morocco. There's Osama Lamloui for Renaissance Bekane. Fiston Mayele, Pyramids and DR Congo, Ilman Jai, Everton, Senegal, Victor Osimhen, Galatasaray, Nigeria, Mohamed Salah, Liverpool and Egypt, Pape Matar, Tottenham, and Senegal. Guys, all of these names would be your top 3 because I think they'll still prune this down to 3 and then they pick the best. Let's give me 3.
I think the winner for me is Hakimi, but top 3 should be Hakimi, Salah, and Guirassy. But Osimhen has the clout, he has the fame, he has the PR, so I think it will be Salah, Osimhen, and Hakimi.
Josh.
It's going to be between Salah and Hakimi. I think Salah was 4th in Ballon d'Or. So it's between both of them.
4th?
Yeah, Salah was 4th. Vitinha 3rd.
Oh.
Salah was ahead of Hakimi.
Salah was ahead of Rafinha.
But was ahead of Rafinha. So and Rafinha was 6th. And Hakimi was 6th, I think. Guirassy also made the top 30. They are the only 3 Africans to make the top 30 of Ballon d'Or. That's why I think Guirassy will be ahead of Osimhen. If they are going to rank it, I think Osimhen will be 4th. I would put him 3rd, but I mean...
Why?
Because Osimhen... Well, first. Guirassy had a better season.
That's what I'm saying. Why Osimhen?
But he can...
Guirassy was the highest goal scorer in the UEFA Champions League.
Osimhen
played that same tournament.
The Nigerian factor might help Osimhen.
Who are we?
Population,
so,
media,
have we qualified for the World Cup? Not yet.
Guinea did not qualify for the players. They're not even in top 3 in their group.
It doesn't matter.
So,
but the player, the highest goal scorer, and he plays in the Bundesliga. Osimhen plays in Turkey.
But he doesn't have this clout around him. There's no PR around Sehu. People hardly even talk about him.
The talk was Salah, Hakimi, Osimhen everywhere. Not just in the Nigerian media. So that
when you mention it, be like, who is that? That man.
Just like how Cole Palmer made the top 10 over a Hurricane. So it's possible.
It's not a PR thing. It's not about
possible.
That's old gist. It's been a PR thing for me.
It's possible, but it's between Hakimi and Salah. I mean,
I think it should be between Hakimi and Achraf.
Hakimi has been...
He's been close for 3 years now.
Hakimi has been close.
When Osimhen won it, if he had won it, he would have been deserving.
But
when Lookman won, if he had won it, he would have been deserving.
This time around, the treble would speak for him.
I also think that because they won the Ballon d'Or.
Even though Salah did exceptionally well for himself, but the treble would speak for Hakimi on all fronts. But then I'm still looking at it that Salah still finished ahead of Hakimi in the Ballon d'Or. It might still be.
It's Europe.
Since it comes down to voting, I mean, you won the Champions League, the biggest in Europe.
You won everything in front
and you're a defender, so
scoring clutch goals.
It might still affect Hakimi. I want Hakimi to win, but
I also want Hakimi.
That is what might still happen to Achraf Hakimi in the CAF.
Salah is a loved baby of African football.
So it might still happen.
Salah now has this terrible form. So I think it's the same thing. If Osimhen makes the top 3 based on recency, form or bias, and then Guirassy, is knocked out of that top 3, Hakimi too will most likely win the side because Salah has been very poor from the start of this season.
Hakimi has not even dropped the ball in like 5 years.
I think it's only one game that Hakimi has not started for PSG.
Did you rest him?
Without that nonsense on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't rest him. They just rested him.
So it's proof, and he's someone that plays week in, week out for club and country.
Let's go to men's goalkeeper of the year, Yasin Bono.
We should not have that category.
There's MN Edamen, CS Vaccine, Mark Diouf, I say TP Mazembe, Edouard Mendy, Al Ali and Senegal. There's Moni Mohamedi of RS Bekani and Morocco, Stanley Mwabali, Chipa United and Nigeria, Andre Onana, Trabzonspor, Cameroon. Got a few other names, Ahmed El Shanawi and Rowan Williams is also there, already Sundowns and South Africa.
Onana did it last year.
Top 3 between
we should not have that category.
Bonu and Pyramids goalkeeper, or maybe Ronald Williams as usual. But
no, Onana.
Should Onana even be in the conversation?
Onana should not even be in top.
Mwabali is in the conversation.
Mwabali is even better than Onana in the competition. At least it's not that preposterous.
No, Mwabali keeps for cheaper.
I think Onana at Trabzonspor can be there, but that's next year, not this year. Onana at Trabzonspor, not Onana at United.
What at Mwabali consists for? Almost every other week.
Some of the goals are not his fault. Some are his fault.
So all the goals are
Onana's goals.
Onana, half of his goals are his fault.
So United don't concede goals again.
70% of the goals
are the ones where the keeper fault. So they call the keeper.
Yes, that's just what.
But who win it?
It's
I said they should
between
cancel the
Bono
category.
and Mendy because Mendy won the Asian Champions League and Bono was one of the best goalkeepers at the club board. I think he was the goalkeeper in Club World Cup 11, so I think that will also help him as well. Plus Morocco undefeated in the qualifiers,
They won
phenomenal
all
performance,
games.
showing. In fact, it's proof when you invest proper. I think they invested 65 million in 2009 to create their own.
Call the
version of
thing,
Clef
call it
for
dollars.
65 million
No,
dollars. sorry.
call it like that. We won't say no
To
naira.
invest their own version of Clef
That's more money for that. When we hear the kind of money
2009.
that get missing in Nigeria.
2009,
That's
the
absolutely
monkeys,
small
the
money.
monkeys and,
And
snakes
snakes swallow.
eat. So 2009, that's when they invested it. And look at their football, men, women's age grade competition, futsal. And now they are hosting. I think is one of the under 20
No,
or under
the four under
17
17.
women.
Four straight
They're
under
hosting
17
it
are hosting.
back to back to back to back to back. Wow. They're still going to host. And people
Yeah,
are
that's
funny
fun.
enough. Citizens are complaining. They are protesting. That things
it's
are
too much.
expensive. That we are hosting too much things. You should give it to the masses, not use it and build stadiums. We have never seen anyone.
Both
We have never
masses.
seen
Massive
massive stadium and road.
Okay, men's coach of the year. There's a Bubista, Cape Verde's coach. Fantastic. What he has done with Cape Verde is absolutely incredible. I'll just go through the names. Osam Hassan for Egypt. There's Mohamed YB, the Morocco's under 20 coach. Fantastic coach too. Madagascar's coach too. Romuald Ragotondrabe, a good one. Walid Regragu, senior man, Morocco. He has hacked it. Then Tariq Eksekui, Morocco's under 23 coach, another fantastic. Then Pape Thiaw for Senegal and Sami Trabelsi for Tunisia. Who wins this one, guys?
I'll give it to Morocco under 20.
Most likely. I think they waited for the under 20 World Cup to be done before they brought out the men's.
No, they normally do it like that. I don't know why. I don't know the idea behind that thing. The women category first and men. But like you said, if it was pre-planned, they would have adjusted the dates. Okay, this tournament, let's see if Morocco will win. And I think not because he's greater than the rest, but because he did the unthinkable.
Is it that him or the pyramids?
Pyramids as well, yep.
It's either one of the two of them because there was no national team competition.
Or even
There was no national
I
team
think
Wasn't the Chan?
Bubista
The Chan
stands a
team.
chance.
The Chan Moroccan coach.
Bubista
as well.
stands a
How did
chance.
Morocco have 3 or 4 coaches?
Because I think they want Chan. I think
Wait for the men's national team of the year. Algeria.
No, that's all the ones that qualify World Cup.
Morocco
Plus
qualified. Plus Morocco's
under
under
20.
20.
So it's just Morocco everywhere.
They have even in Chan. They're doing well even in Chan. So it proves that and their women also are doing well.
Back to back WAFCON
WAFCON finals. If not for individual brilliance of the Super Falcons.
They will lose finally.
If not for the individual brilliance for the Super Falcons, Morocco should have won. If not for the poor referee decision, they should have won in 2022. So it proves that this team, they would have beaten South Africa.
We won in
Morocco. It was Morocco.
Oh, now has them. No, South Africa as well.
Back to back.
They still choose them for their house.
Next one. They're still in the next one as well. So
we are hosting something.
I like just choke on air.
It's proof that these people have really planned their football. When you have their Chan team doing well, under 23 team doing, they won the bronze medal in Paris.
Yeah.
They won the bronze medal in Paris. So it's proof like they're firing on all cylinders everywhere. Everything is working well for them. They qualified in a group like Germany. They qualified to round of 16 of the Women's World Cup as well. So it's proof that these guys, they are really working on all fronts. I think they won the Women's CAF Champions League last season. They're defending champions. Far apart.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Dominance. We are the best team when it comes to talent in the women's game in the national team. What happened to our Champions League?
Preparations.
Have we ever won the Women's Champions League?
There was a time our women's national team is NWFL. Now, majority are foreign-based. Same thing with the Super Eagles. So now it is harder to even.
And then our focus is now just taking care of them when they come around. Which
and
we don't even do.
I don't blame those that select players abroad. I still blame more on those in charge of our football here. I listened to the NFL president saying, Ibrahim Gusso, that they don't like how the under teams have been doing poorly recent time. That they have maybe FIFA wants to do something, so they work together on that 15 project. I said to myself, you're already failing.
Yes.
How are FIFA going to help you with your under 8 games? FIFA should. FIFA helping when Germany were intentional, France, Spain, England, all those.
Senegal.
Where they is it FIFA?
Senegal are intentional.
It's like you want to be stadium. Let's wait for FIFA money.
Our
No.
under 17 girls have lost back-to-back games.
And if you see the goal,
I will still
I'm
say
not
this thing.
killing those
I'll
girls.
say
My only
this
fear is any under 18 that doesn't do well in quotes in Nigeria, they forget them. Incidentally, 2 of those girls were from the South Social Academy. So if you don't do well to us is you win. Even if you don't win the cup, at least they abandon them.
See, I will still say this thing. We are the queens of African women's football. Not because we have our acts right, but because we have the best talents and there's no much competition like in male football.
I think we're getting to where the competition will increase. Well, you're just taking us to the women's player of the year, Rashida Tajibadi is there, and so but she has people that would compete against her. There's Barbara Banda, there's I see Tabitha Chawinga, there's Temwa Chawinga also here, and I'm looking at some other names. Well, Rachel Kundananji also is right there, and how about Sana Msudi? Fantastic player, AS FAR in Morocco, and our very own Esther Okoronkwo, also AFC Toronto. Do you think any of our girls can win it?
I think it's one of the two. It's between Esther Okoronkwo and Ajibade.
It feels like there's a soft spot for Ajibade.
Yes, mostly because she also was the World Cup player of the tournament as well. So
Sana Msudi was fantastic.
It's between Esther Okoronkwo and Rashida.
And for qualifiers as well, she's been the star.
It's between both of them.
And
then you can also maybe add with the fact that Esther Okoronkwo just won the Canadian Women's Championship Shield as well. So that might also help Esther Okoronkwo. But then Ajibade scored in the championship. It's between 2 of them.
Anybody beating Chiamaka Nnadozie for the goalkeeper?
They never won the best.
Number 4 in the world. I mean, she has been the best women's goalkeeper in Africa.
Okay, let me ask the same thing I've been asking. Is she the greatest goalkeeper in Africa?
It's very possible you can say she is. I feel
she can get there. She's not yet. Blah blah blah.
I think she's the best goalkeeper in Nigeria.
No. I mean, she's the greatest in Africa.
I agree with that one.
Did you hear me?
Oh, for male and female.
I agree with that one.
She's the best goalkeeper in Nigeria, both male and female. I think she's better than all the guys that we have in the national team. You put Stanley Wabali, you put.
I don't think she can face the shots that.
She doesn't need to face it. The one way she face. They say you play what's in front of you now.
What shot does Stanley Wabali face?
No, Stanley Wabali, I don't think is our best goalkeeper.
Who is that?
I think Okoye is better than Stanley Wabali.
What shot does Okoye?
Now me said Okoye to go collect.
He plays in Serie A.
Josh, I have an idea on. But I won't say it on.
I think we should also still go out of our way.
Keeping now, so maybe the coach.
No, I don't think.
I have an idea on. You know these players and could get into betting scandal and they get themselves into trouble. I have an idea on how they won't get into trouble. I can't encourage people on air. We will discuss it. Okay.
I think
Okoye is back.
He's back. I think he was fantastic when they played one man.
No, that boy wears something that is. I don't think he should ever play for Nigeria again. I don't think he's mentally, psychologically.
No, I think he's ready now. I think he's ready now.
The last time he came, he ran away.
No, he did well.
I don't think he can keep for Nigeria.
I think it's okay now. Because his last game, even though it was against, I think, one of the AFCON qualifiers, when Nwabali had...
It was minutes he played.
He still did well. Under Iguavon. Yeah. He still did well. I think they lost. They lost. He did well, but the team was lackadaisical. Everyone in the team was lackadaisical. Because we had qualified. No, the goals are not his fault.
He did well, but we lost.
The goals are not his fault. When goals are not the goalkeeper's...
Let's wrap up. Women's Coach of the Year. We have 2 Nigerians, Justin Madugu and Bankole Oluokere.
If one will win,
and then there's Hoje Vilda for Morocco, and also the Israelis of South Africa, who will give them a good competition.
Anyway, the Israelis, there's problem in the South African
women's team. Yes.
She said they didn't give her counsel, so she didn't go to the camp.
There has been problem. She has
not had contract for years. I think
there's been problem back to back.
So now she just kept quiet. Say, son, I don't want to give me contract. She didn't go to the camp.
There's been problem back to back. They drew against the Congo 1-0. Even though it was an away game. So Who knows? They might have qualified for the next WAFCON.
And
That's
Nigeria
great
gets
news
to
for
win.
Nigeria.
Yeah. Okay,
Great
let's
And
wrap
we are
up
playing
with.
Benin Republic. So
Yeah, well, we should be better.
Even we to get
Another
problem,
photo.
players coming late.
Yeah, we should beat Benin. Oh my
I'm
God.
not for
Now let's talk about team of the year. Who do you give a team of the year to? Men first. Who did you give your team of the year men to?
Morocco.
Morocco under 20 or the national team?
I'll give it to under 20. Not because it's supposed to be that, but those guys have done what has not
Morocco.
been done.
Who do you give a team of the year men to?
Under 20 or Chan.
Okay, so
Because there was a
Chan
tournament.
Chan is not here. It's just the Morocco national
And
team.
all the things that qualify for
Okay,
Morocco.
okay.
Or
Okay,
Cape
okay,
Verde.
okay.
Yeah.
So-
If I'm
so-
not giving Morocco under
Under
20,
20
I'll give Cape Verde.
or Cape Verde.
Cape Verde, I think Cape Verde for the first time. And women, we have Cameroon under 17, Ivory Coast under 17, Nigeria under 17, Zambia
This World Cup
under
winner, they beat all of
17. We all qualified.
And then they beat all of
And
us.
then there's Ghana, Mali, Morocco, South Africa, Tanzania, and Nigeria.
WAFCON.
Super
yeah.
Falcons.
WAFCON.
Super
Yeah.
Falcons,
There's
okay.
that one.
So it means that the CAF Awards,
It's one of the most useless awards.
it will just be our ladies climbing the podium.
Yes.
We've always been the one climbing up. Until recently, that our guys did well to win. It's always been
Usime
our
and,
ladies.
and Lukman. So none of the guys should win.
Before two
Oh,
of them-
that never mind. Should win young
No,
player.
You
no,
serious now?
no. It shouldn't even be in the top.
Just before the two of them, I think it's about 20 years. Over 20
Yeah,
years
20
before we had
years,
any
99.
man. So then the Iba still did well in their day.
So you guys don't trust Daniel? It's Captain Fantastic.
Should he even be there?
He should not even be there in the first. What did he play? He's not following the criteria like
Maybe
this.
he's still in young Memphis.
Men's young player. Let me tell you.
Is he still in young Memphis?
Let me tell you guys. The guy. I can't find anybody there that will be Daniel.
I don't even know why Minte is not even there. Yes, he was
see,
nominated last
don't
year.
think any-
Minte should even be
I
there.
don't think anybody beats Othman Mama. No.
Minte should even be there.
Othman was
You
the
see,
best player at the under 20 World Cup.
World Cup.
Nobody beats him.
No,
Nobody
Minte should
beats him.
still
Is he
get
very in the nomination as well?
No, he's
No,
not.
no, it's not
How
there,
about
it's not
it
there,
was-
It's a
it's not there, it's not
fantastic.
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
From their first match,
Yeah.
this boy is talented.
Okay, guys.
Fiston Mayele, Interclub Player of the Year,
Yeah,
obviously.
I think he should win
Plays
that
for the
one.
national team
Ah, go win
and
that
also
team.
plays for
The actual
Pyramids.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up. We'll come back after this and then talk about games in the UEFA Champions League, the teams that have maintained perfection, and what's happening to the teams that are yet to pick points. Jose Mourinho's Benfica. 3 games played, no points at all. And also, we'll look at the games this weekend in Europe across the top 5 leagues. Premium Sport on PBOT will be back after this break. Welcome back, guys. Premium Sport on PBO TV. Time for Euro Focus. Let's start from the UEFA Champions League. Yes, amazing Kingsley is here. Bolo Omoni, Josh Ikokole also right here. Guys, UEFA Champions League, big boys are always showing that they are the big boys. PSG, how on earth do you take a team not full strength, go to Bayer Leverkusen and score 7? How? Like, I don't know what Enrique has done to these boys, but he has hacked something on this team and they just keep scoring goals and getting results anywhere they go to. They beat Barcelona away from home in the last round.
And I think, remember when Barcelona fans said if
They are waiting for
the
PSG.
final,
Yes.
they are beating them.
And PSG took
A
a team.
week, PSG.
Yes, a week.
With PSG.
They say collect 5 of their Champions League final starters did not start. like
Yes.
that. They say collect. And but the truth, me, I'm still waiting for a year cycle. It's not complete yet because their form started January. I worry with each other, but I thought the new season would weaken them a bit. They had maybe a shaky start. They were winning, but just was not convincing. But they've balanced again.
I think the
Then
Club World Cup loss helped PSG. I think that loss to Chelsea
brought them
helped
back to
them, brought
reality.
them back to reality that, okay,
They fit beat us.
we are still beatable.
It's even the way
That
he
really
uses,
helped
he uses
them.
all these other French players. Semi, Manu, you know, all of these guys, Lee, Kangi. It's the way he uses
Goncalo
them.
Ramos.
Yeah, it's the way he uses them, and you will not see any weakness in the team. They can
Ronaldo.
confidently.
Just like plug out. It doesn't change how they play.
yes,
It brings back the memory of Pep City in his first maybe 5 years. No matter who plays, just so long this is where this person is playing, he plays the same thing the previous man does, and that's what when you're in form, yes, when the team bonding is there, it means I can sit in Kingsley's position and do exactly the same thing. I will not do it like Kingsley.
yeah,
I'll still do Kingsley's
Yes,
job. If
yes.
Kingsley sees where Josh is doing
Yeah.
the same production, it may not last long. It may last long.
gets the job done.
It may last for 10 years, it may be 5, it may be 1 year. But the period where it's working, forget it, they look unbeatable. Because even the matches that you think they won't play well, they are still the start of the season, they were struggling a bit, but they still kept on winning. And teams like that are always very difficult to stop.
And I think for a PSG, even if they might not win the Champions League, especially with this new format, if they don't win it this year, they might win it again next year.
Yeah,
They are going to have like multiple Champions League winning spell. Might not be back to back, but they are going to.
They may even never win again, but they will be closer.
No, they will definitely win again. See, under Enrique,
nobody is definitely in Champions League.
They will definitely win again.
Barcelona were not even definitely.
Barcelona is not. Enrique did not have this free hand.
Which hand he remain again? He had better players individually than even Pep's Barcelona.
And then
he won the treble.
And then he left.
He collapsed. That season he was poor.
Due to
it was either he leave or we sack you. So it was
due to the way things they run things in
as excuse for him. The team was poor in his final year.
It's just like for an Flick. If Flick didn't want to leave Bayern Munich, he wouldn't have left, but he would still be there.
But results were not turning upside down.
It was still the same. It was until Nagelsmann came that things went down. Then Tuchel took it lower than as if you're going to look for oil.
Okay.
But then I think if PSG don't really stress Enrique, they let things be. I think if Enrique can stay for 5 more years, 6 years at PSG, they should win one.
But you know, all the fighting with players will get to a limit where owners will probably have to step back from the back of the manager.
Well, if he's getting the job done, I think, and he has found a way to make everybody happy.
I
think that
was getting the job done.
No. PSG owners are not like that. And Enrique is a big coach. You can't just if Enrique is in the market today. I'll drive him to Emirates and sack Arteta and tell him to take over the team. If Enrique takes over this Arsenal team,
especially with what he has done with PSG,
yes,
we'll break it.
And
any team, yeah.
Maybe apart from Real Madrid,
we can even see how the moment Abramovich won the Champions League at Chelsea, he reduced some of his erratic decisions. Now the Holy Grail has been done for PSG. They will give Enrique
enough chance to do what he wants to do. Let's talk about Arsenal. They've played, I think, 9 games this season, conceded only 3 goals. Arsenal yet to concede in the Champions League.
I think the Liverpool game.
Yeah, yet to concede the Champions League. They played 3 games in the Champions League. They played how many games in the EPL?
Mid-Man City, back the ball.
8 games in the EPL. 8 plus 3, that's 11. And of all those games, they only conceded 3 goals. Dominic Szoboszlai brought Erling Haaland, and what other goal at the start of the season? Votemada against Newcastle. Votemada. Those are the 3 goals that are conceded this season. You continue this way, and you just know that if they say attack will win you games, but this kind of defense can win you titles.
No, this team is closer to Jose Mourinho's Chelsea.
Yes.
Solid defensively, and they can score. The big question always is how long can they survive this? But the way they are going, I don't think anybody will argue.
Cup competitions too.
I don't think anybody will argue that they are the best defense in the world. I don't think anyone will argue that pair. Yeah, is good for you. You know, Cup is if you see someone that defends better than you, pick you on a break, you could be in trouble. And if you lose one game in the Champions League, you may be out. But Cup, you can. That's why I tell people that you may be poor. I'm not saying Cup is easier than league, like some say, but you may be poor and pick up moments in Cup games and run. Like what Super Eagles were not great at the AFCON, but they were solid defensively, sit back, pick you and win. But it still doesn't mean they will do well. And that's what Pesel tried to do with qualifiers, and it didn't work out in the first 2 games because you want to sit there, let's sit together now, let's be looking at ourselves. So Arsenal's defending is the best we've seen in a very long time. I'm not saying the best we've seen in Arsenal, the best we've seen in the world in a very long time. We've had beautiful players that do well. To an extent, Alaba and Militao, they did well. They won Champions League. But the last time we had a great pair, even those great players were conceding. Talk about Ramos Pepe, talk about Ramos Varane, talk about Vidic, Puyol, Piqué. We have great players like that, Vidic, Ferdinand, Carvalho, Terry. But I think it's only Carvalho, Terry that is defensively mad like this that they don't even concede.
And then, see, this is why I always say the proof of a good season is your league season, because the Champions League, one small mistake can happen and you lose.
Arsenal are top.
One phantom goal like what happened in Chelsea in 2005. That's how they didn't qualify. If they got to that final, beat that AC Milan, regardless of what happened. Liverpool, Luis Garcia qualified for the final and won the Champions League. That Chelsea team is perhaps the best team you can compare with this Arsenal team. If you want to now start going far back as Milan of 94. But that Chelsea of 2005, this is 20 years later. It's the team.
Wait, what is 2005 Milan? You say Arsenal will beat you?
Yes,
Which
that
Milan?
Chelsea will beat. That Chelsea will beat.
Jose Mourinho's Chelsea.
Okay.
Jose
That
Mourinho's
2005 Milan. That's why
I don't think
that-
anybody
that-
could have beaten that Milan. It
That
was
Liverpool beat.
Yes.
Liverpool beat them, but who could have bet their money that Liverpool would have? That Milan was probably the best team in the world. Though.
I think
No,
the
Chelsea
2003 Milan.
were-
Chelsea were the
were
best team in the
Chelsea
world.
were
Chelsea were
solid
the
side.
best team
Can
in
you
the world.
remember Milan squad that year?
And they
Yeah.
and they
The
did not
first
win.
half 3-0.
And
Nobody,
they only won one
nobody
league.
was surprised.
And they only won one league in that
league
time
does
frame.
not-
League
There
don't
are different
matter.
competitions.
No, see, if you can win,
If it's easy in Champions League, how come teams that win league don't win Champions League? If it's easy,
see, because cup competitions are dicey. It's not necessary.
Anything
You
in
may
league
not
is
be
dicey.
you may not be the best team to win a cup competition,
If you are-
but
if you
you
win,
are the best team
if
to
you win,
win
you are
the
the best
league.
team to win. If you win,
The
you are the
Super
best.
Eagles, even if the Super Eagles won the AFCON, they probably even Ivory Coast are not the best team
Who was the best
in
team?
Africa. They won the AFCON, yes, but
Best
they are not
team
the
based on
best
player.
team.
For example, if Arsenal
Even in play.
last season Liverpool didn't have the best team in terms of player quality, but they were the best. They're not like best
Because
if
they
you win,
won the league.
exactly. If you win,
So
you are the
it
best.
means that the outcome, the result, confers
Exactly.
the title of the best on you.
That's why I laugh when
No.
they say manager of the year or team of the year, and they don't even win the league. Who should win the
So,
team?
but I think I get what Josh is saying, that there are times where the best team on some days
Don't win
Don't
in
have-
cup competitions.
don't bring their A game. For instance, at the FIFA Club World Cup, Chelsea were not the best team.
Yes,
the best team.
No, Chelsea were not the
they
best
were not the
team. If you
best
look at
team.
what everybody did,
All the 2
the
years,
quality of team
What did
that they
everybody
played against.
do? They won. What did Chelsea do?
the
They won.
2 years that Chelsea won,
Chelsea won against who?
the 2
They won
years
against their
that
opponents.
the 2 years that Chelsea
all
won,
opponents, you cannot measure them. PSG beat Real Madrid. I
the
don't
2
think Chelsea
years
would have beaten Real
that
Madrid.
the 2 years that
You
Chelsea
think
won
who
the
is in front of
Champions
you? That's what
League,
they
the
tell
2 years that Chelsea won the Champions League, they were not the best team in Europe.
How were they not the
But
best
they won
team?
the
in Europe?
Champions
How
League.
were they not the best team in Europe?
Because they were not the best team. That Barcelona
No,
team,
that
we are
team
better
struggled.
than
That
Chelsea.
team struggled, but I
No, I'm
think
sure we are better than
They
Chelsea.
are not good.
That Real Madrid team, we are
The
better
best
than
team wins
Chelsea.
any competition.
Not
okay,
necessarily.
so in 2004,
Greece.
in Europe, even at that tournament, Greece won the.
Greece were not the best
Greece
team.
beat everybody 1-0. So how were they not the best?
They were not the best team
Arsenal
in Europe.
won the league unbeaten.
Unbeaten.
But
A counter-attacking Chelsea beat them.
Porto won the Champions
A
League.
counter-attacking
Did
Chelsea
Porto win
beat
their
them.
FC Porto won the Champions League.
Did Porto win their league?
Chelsea beat Arsenal in the Champions League.
I lost 5-3 on aggregate to Monaco.
What you are calling best team is the player quality.
No, I mean the
But I just
quality
say
of
that there are
the team.
moments.
Competition.
In 2000,
Well, Leicester the best team in the Premier League when they won.
a year later,
Well, Leicester the best
a
team.
year later in 2000, based on what Leicester did that season, Leicester beat all the
All the
teams
top
aside
teams.
from
They
Arsenal.
were the best.
No, for Leicester, zone, I agree. But I'm talking about there are times where in the FA Cup 2005, a year after Arsenal did that beating run, 2000, I think 2001, 2006, I can't remember.
Which one? West Ham
No, Arsenal played the final of the FA Cup
against Man United.
Arsenal did not do anything meaningful all to the game, and they won by penalties.
The problem is we are calling meaningful because we focus on attacking.
No,
No, gameplay.
Man United were hitting the bar, like back to back.
Gameplay.
It was just ill luck.
Did you forget Bar is off target?
Gameplay.
Man United were playing shots off target.
Winning, see,
Yes or yes?
winning cup competition.
Bolu, I saw that match and I just see that God was an
See,
Arsenal
winning
fan.
cup competition is
Okay.
not the proof of the better team.
So,
The league is the proof.
So one thing is sure.
It's proof that you are the better team in that It doesn't mean you
that
are the best in the world.
In that game.
Which game?
It could even be in that game.
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
competition.
in that
Maybe
game,
that game.
maybe. Okay, now let's look at
Winning the
it.
league, so if you win one game, now you are the best in that game.
Let's
Doesn't
look
mean
at
you are
it
the
this way. The 5 teams that have taken 100% record: PSG, Bayern, Arsenal, Inter, Real Madrid. If 4 out of these 5 teams make the semi-finals, is it justified?
I think 4 out of these 5 will make the semi-final. That's what I think.
Being justified.
The
Me,
thing
I
that I'm not
don't
going to
predict.
put is Inter Milan.
I don't predict who will make semi-final. I don't even predict who will make quarter-final. I see round of 16 fixtures.
I think regardless.
That's the first step.
I think regardless.
All this they can't meet each other.
No, they can't meet each other, obviously. But I've seen too much Champions League to know that. For example, if they don't meet each other, Atleti can beat Madrid in the round of 16.
I don't think so. I think Atleti.
Because
I think it's time for.
Madrid can see Juve, this same Juve in round of 16.
I think it's time for.
There's actually
I think the only thing that.
So I don't
Man City
predict
somewhere.
Exactly. So I don't predict
No.
them until they meet.
There's Barcelona too
Until
somewhere.
I see
I think
knockout.
apart from Man
Who's to
City,
say Barcelona can beat Arsenal? in the
apart
round
from
of
Man
16?
City and
So I don't
Barcelona,
predict
I
them.
think apart from Man City and Barcelona, the remaining fourth of these 5 teams, except Inter Milan, fourth of these 5 teams will comfortably beat everyone else.
Josh, this is October. Round of
And then
16
Liverpool,
is
maybe.
February.
And then maybe Liverpool.
I don't predict Champions League until
Okay,
knockout phase.
we'll
And
get
then
there.
Liverpool.
When we get there, because guys, we have to wrap this up.
Don't believe Liverpool
Very
finish first.
quickly.
Go lose to round of
Premier League, Leeds, West Ham, Chelsea, Sunderland, Newcastle, Fulham, Man U, Brighton, Brentford, Liverpool. No big game. Maybe you just maybe Arsenal, Crystal Palace, the London Derby, and then there's Aston Villa, Man City, Haaland factor. Maybe he gets to score again.
I thought United chasing 3. Operation 3.
Spanish La Liga, the pick
Division
of the
three.
bunch is the El Clasico Sunday afternoon. Who do you give it to, Josh?
I would say Barcelona because this Barcelona team always know how
Real Madrid
to. Real Madrid, Barcelona, there's no home and away.
Okay.
It's who has form that day, and I think this Barcelona team they need to prove a point. Especially this Rashford's first Clasico. Fortunately for Real Madrid, there's no trends because if there's trend, I'm straight winning. But Yamal needs to come up to the party. He has been having issues left, right, and center. This is the game that he likes to come to the party. So I think Real Madrid will be the favorite because they are the home team and they are on top. But this is Barcelona now facing the team that you have the chance to usurp these guys in the league table. This is Barcelona's time, and I think Barcelona have more to lose and also more to gain.
Now, I watched Madrid Juventus, and I was looking at it from the lenses of Xabi Alonso, tactically also preparing for the El Clasico, based on how he played. What's the name again? The left back,
Carreras.
Carreras and Vinicius, making sure that these guys don't allow so much to happen there. That's the Lamine Yamal, position. Yes, injuries, no right back. Federico Valverde will have to do a job there again this weekend. I always miss him in Real Madrid's midfield, but you look at that midfield, there's Tchouaméni there, there's Camavinga, there's a Bellingham who scored the only goal, there's even Adagula who can do the creative work, and Barcelona's defense is food for a Kylian Mbappe, a Rodrigo, and a Vini. I want to disagree with Josh. I think Real Madrid should do enough.
Can they defend?
To beat
This
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Madrid's biggest problem last season was defending.
Yes.
Mbappe scored lots of goals against them last
For
season.
hat-trick
But
in one of the games.
I think it depends on if Dean Huijsen will be fit for the final. For the match. If Dean
It is
Huijsen
the
is
final.
fit, if Dean Huijsen is fit, I think Madrid have another advantage because his composure and maturity is second to none in the attack. So the full Real Madrid defense is all about Dean. He brings calmness and cool to the team, and I always miss Fede in the midfield if he's not playing, but I don't think I'll miss him much based on every player you called, and it feels like Bellingham is coming back. Coming back in sense of performance. People focus more on his scoring. Oh, Bellingham is probably the best box-to-box player we have around now. He doesn't get tired. He runs 90 minutes. He chases you down. He can pass. He can score. He can make tackles and everything. So if all these things work on paper, Real Madrid are the favorite to win this game. I tell people, Vallecano has shown everyone how to score against Barcelona. Have Mbappe in offside position, pass the ball to the wing, cross it to the middle, and you score. And it showed towards the end of last season, even in the Copa del Rey final, just like still the same problem in defense.
Started that stuff.
Because that's just have one man offside.
Be offside.
Send the ball to the wings. Is no longer offside again.
Yes.
So I think it's easier to beat Barcelona now. But can you stop them from scoring?
From scoring.
The goalkeeper for Madrid is not a problem. But I think if Huijsen is available for the match, it's also more advantage for them. But it's a game that you can see 200 goals.
Okay.
Because as great as even Dean is, the two teams can still come. We saw them concede 5 against Atletico. But overall, I think Real Madrid should still win.
All right, so we have to wrap this up. Other games too in the Bundesliga, Serie A, and also in the French Ligue 1. We can't go into all of that because time is not our friend. Very quickly, the hot gist would be, I'll just take 30 seconds from them and then we'll ask you that question. That based on Ancelotti dropped to Liverpool, Mo Salah in midweek, and Liverpool went to Germany and scored 5. Just ask the guys in 30 seconds and then we'll wrap the show up. Do you think it's high time Salah sits on the bench? Because we saw a freer Florian Wirtz who was controlling things, especially on that right side that Salah occupied. Florian Wirtz was running in there and then running the show. Is it high time Ancelotti dropped Salah? Or Salah returns back to his position this weekend?
I think it's high time Ancelotti decide who he should play between Ishak and Ekitike. Not Salah problem. It's okay because he wants to fit in both of them at the same time. That's the problem. Obviously, I think Ishak overall is a better player. But this season for Liverpool, Ekitike has shown I'm the one that gets you the goals. Gakpo sitting there is always the problem when they rest him on that left side. Play your Gakpo, Salah, and Ekitike up front. When the Sharks start coming in and maybe start getting goals, you can start switching one by. But for now, Ishak is not in the best form. So I don't think it's. I think I also play Salah. Even though I think
they are already preparing for the demise
Life after
of
Salah.
especially for AFCON. Especially for AFCON. So I mean, AFCON is in a month. Why not? In a month plus. Why not start now? Let's see if it's just okay. You played against Frankfurt, a team that you've always had good run of form against. Ekitike was also playing against former club. So why not? Let's see how it works in the Premier League. Then we can decide if. Let him try it again this weekend. If it works, yes, let him drop Salah. I mean, Salah, if people who still are keeping banking on Salah, nothing's going to happen for Salah this weekend when he starts. So why not use Vert and let's see how Vert, because Vert
what has happened since we start?
No, I let him start on that wing.
Why must he start? His best position is behind the striker. They don't play.
His best position is actually there.
Which year?
We'll
Double 10 have you?
Even the double 15, because even for the German national team, it's Musiala that plays behind the striker.
Okay.
So start with. Let's see if it's
drop Salah.
Yeah,
don't drop Salah. All right, you guys can join that conversation. Should Ancelotti drop Salah? Is it high time he drops Salah? Or should Musiala still get to start?
Then we'll not know if it's actually Jurgen Klopp that ran that team or Ancelotti has problem.
I'll not be surprised if Salah starts this weekend and gets a brace or even a hat trick. I'll not be surprised. The judge doesn't want it to happen because he doesn't have Salah in his fantasy. I know Bolu also does not have Salah. Bolu,
From day one.
You still have Salah?
I'm still hoping.
You have not sold him. Oh, you're just like me. Still hoping. All right. Let's quickly wrap this up. FPL this weekend should be another exciting. How many points did you have?
I haven't checked. I'm seeing me at FPL this season. How
many points did you have?
I have to check this last one. I can't remember the exact figure, but I know it's over 90.
It's more like 70 something.
I got over 90.
Holland was my captain. Holland was captain.
My 3 strikers got 6 goals.
I have Mateta as well. So it's pretty decent.
I have Gakpo who also scored.
I think I have Maguire. I have Maguire as well. I have Bruno. I know I have Bruno. I have Maguire.
George, be checking this. You don't be coming and be giving us. I think. Yeah, tell us your points. Don't shut us. Now, most transferred in Votimada. Wow. Most captain.
People are late to the party.
Yeah, Votimada, most captain. Well, I see Votimada. I see Mateta.
I've had it.
Those are my 3 strikers. Arsenal.
No, I don't have Votimada.
So I'm surprised that top transfer 5. There's Mateta, and people have also gone to go and buy Gabriel. Then there's Bukayo Saka. So you are saying you're buying Mateta to come and play against the Gabriel's defense. And there's Bukayo Saka also. Top transfer
Mateta may not be for this weekend. Maybe you're ahead of time.
Top transfer out. No surprise is Salah. Jao Pedro also. Wow. And then there's... But I hear Jao Pedro now has issues with the coach. I don't know if that's true. There's Victor Gyökeres also. He has been transferred. There's Tijani Reinders out.
I think
out.
I think one. Why did people even buy Reinders in the first place?
You know that game that is scored too now.
If you're going to have Gyökeres, just have him or remove him because he's still going to peak. We are seeing glimpses of it small.
So
after
this weekend, I'm buying Gyökeres.
So he's still going to peak. I might even buy him this weekend.
If I sell Salah, Gyökeres may be the man.
You'll be Gyökeres.
I don't think I'm changing my front three because everything Newcastle goes through the Votimada. Then Mateta is a man for Palace.
Yes.
Haaland doesn't leave.
Yeah.
See,
that's the thing I thought about
season.
Until West Ham.
Holland is 4 goals from equaling what Isak scored last season.
Wow. We have to go, guys. Thank you very much, guys. So with that, we've come to the end of this edition of Premium Sport on PBO TV. Thank you, Boluwati, Tony Shola, Moni, and to Josh Ike Okoli. Thank you, Elijah. Thank you, Gabriel, for doing the job there behind the camera. I still remain the amazing Kingsley. Have a fabulous week ahead. Thank you just for reminding me. I said I was going to do a birthday shout out for Vicky. That's Victoria, one of us right here at Premium Sport. A very, very wonderful lady. Thank you for all you do. Have a fabulous 366 days ahead. Bye-bye.
Premium Box Office TV. Everyone loves premium. Premium Box Office TV is exclusive on StarTimes.